The city is making sure that the rail is on track. It's breaking ground today on the next phase of Skyline. And Tyzo Braden joins us now live from Kakaako at the future Halekauwila Street station. Tyzo.
Tanya, thank you so much. And as traffic reporter out here live, it's all about taking cars off the street and making transportation to work or home easy. And that's why it's a big day for HART. And speaking of, the head honcho, Lori Kahikina, thank you so much for joining us, the CEO, Director of HART, Executive Director. I got to talk about it. I'm kind of goosebumps because we've been following this project all the way into town. And now we're kind of almost here. Talk about how important today is and what's going on.
Yeah, so it's pretty exciting. What's happening today is the groundbreaking for our segment 3. Tutupurini is our contractor. So want to apologize to your viewers. We have been working really hard on Dillingham, so I know it's been difficult driving down there. So that's the utility relocations. Following on our contractor that's doing the utility is Tutupurini, that's going to actually be building the guideway and the stations. And so we're excited. By the end of the year, you should start to see columns coming up. You can see the equipment back here. This is where they're going to first start drilling. So soon you'll start to see progress in the downtown area, physically above ground.
And talk about the progress, though, because honestly, again, traffic reporter, I see the cars that you're taking off the road. And now that it's slowly starting to open, getting closer to Middle Street, almost there, interacting with the bus routes, it's really making a difference. People are taking it to work, using it to get home. Seeing that change is pretty cool.
So the ridership is still low, but we knew that. We knew, I want to call it like a demonstration to let people get used to having a train here, because for many, many years, people didn't believe this thing actually going to open. And so Mayor made the decision, open that first segment. So I know people are upset, the ridership is low, except for Tsunami Day, right?
I'm glad you brought that up, because this area right here was gridlock. It would 2-3 hours just to move a couple blocks. You could have got right there, and people were using. Talk about that. It made a very big difference that day.
It did make a big difference. And somebody asked me, were you folks actually out there, promoting people get on the train? And no, we didn't. Ourselves, HART didn't, DTS didn't. I think people were just frustrated being stuck gridlock and found that as an option. And so I thought that was exciting that people did think of that.
And to know that that's useful, and it was running, it was there, it was on time.
Yes. So actually, once we open segment 3, so I know there's been some complaints. The DTS, they stop it early, maybe about 7 o'clock. So especially those that are working in the Pearl Harbor campus, it's too early for them. But once we open segment 2, which I'm excited about that, in a couple of months, DTS has plans on keeping it open till about 10:30, so maybe be a little bit more useful for the employees.
I love how you're saying, though, that you guys are you're reacting to it. You're listening to what the public is saying. You're making things and making changes. I got to ask for you. I mean, again, it's going to be kind of a chicken skin moment later today, but for you, when you start to see, we're getting close, all these buildings, thousands of homes that will one day be served by this transportation system, how does that kind of make you
so
feel?
for me, because I took over midway, right, the credit for the segment 1, I know I get the credit because I was here and we got it open, but my predecessors, they actually physically built that. They built the rail operations center, the guideway, and the stations. And so for me, segment 3, same thing with segment 2. I took it over, but segment 3, I've been the one here, right, working with my team and our contractors, doing the utility relocations, and now Tutupurini coming in and physically seeing the guideway and stations above ground. So it is exciting. It's like, okay, now I can say that I actually helped to build this segment.
I love that. Well, it's exciting because a lot is happening, but also people are seeing the progress, and we're starting to see the ridership, and we're starting to see things. And I'm glad you brought up the tsunami thing, because that was an important part for you guys. And again, anytime want more information, want to head to our website, but always head to your guys' website, because there's a way that people can submit and ask questions there too.
Absolutely, HonoluluTransit.org. And if I could make the distinction between HART's role and DTS, so HART is construction, planning, design, construction of the system. Operation is DTS. So if people have questions about the hours, the holocard, security, that's all DTS. So you go to the DTS website. But for us, how's the progress coming along? The construction, that's hard.
No, I go to that website because, again, on the traffic side, seeing the progress, it helps. And again, it makes a difference, because you can tell when those stations start coming in, surface traffic changes, things get a lot better. So thank you so much for waking up early and talking about, again, great chicken skin moment that's happening later today. We'll have all that information at KITV.com.